Good morning. It's just a early stream today. It is just starting to rain, and luckily for me, there is a market undercover. But we will have a look at this beautiful fresh produce that is here in Chiang Rai. Now, I've been here for just over a week. G'day, Dave. It's just another market tour, mate. Yeah, it is starting to rain, but luckily for me, there is an undercover market. So there are two undercover markets. It'll probably only be under an hour today anyway, mate. So I hope you're well. I'm quite good. Had a few dramas, but we're not going to worry about them. But I'll just duck under here. I'm trying to look for some seafood. I know there isn't much around out here, but it does pop up. Hopefully the vision's okay as well, because I noticed it kept popping me onto the Wi-Fi through True. So I think that's what an issue I had here last time when I was streaming. It kept going back onto the Wi-Fi, and I thought it was the power box, but it could have been both anyway. But I've turned off the Wi-Fi, and hopefully it won't turn itself back on. But these ladies here come here every morning, and they just set up their little stall, and they might make 100, 300, 400, 500 baht. They could even make more. And that's fantastic, guys. So you got some nice fish there, and it is good to support these small ones as well. Yeah, I've just been chilling out the last couple of days, trying to edit a few videos I've done here and there, and just take some time for myself as well, which is important, and catch up with some friends. But we will go into the market in a moment, and hopefully we don't hit any black spots with the internet. But if that happens, that is not good. But I've come here a couple of times, but I haven't come this early. It is 6, as I said. I've popped through here like 8 o'clock, and they're still going. And so this part over here is really busy. At the temple just around here. And there's all these little side alleys, as you probably know, Dave. But you can come and get all your produce for the day, and you can get your partner to make your lunch, or you can go and have street food. Look at these cashews. Oh, wow. G'day, Bobby. Yes, just a pop-up stream, just showing some early morning markets. I know most guys, or not all, but tend to go out and have a few beers, and they probably don't get up until after lunch. Because I know when I used to drink, guys, I wouldn't get out of bed till quite late. So, yeah, I really like the vibe here, and you get a lot of smiles, even though some people do have masks. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. See, the people are so polite here, I've said, in Chiang Rai, and I'm going to relocate here, so we are close to my partner's family. So she's been looked after by her family at the moment, and I'm going to stay close here. And eventually we'll relocate here so she can go back and forth and see them. So I think that's a great compromise. And the feeling I get here in Chiang Rai is that you walk down the street and people want to talk to you. You don't have to spend any money in their shop. And this has happened with the camera and without the camera as well. And a couple of times some people have come up to me and had like a little chat and stuff. And yeah, and they've said, oh, please come back into my shop and that. And I said to them, oh, I've only got a small channel and that. And they said, that doesn't matter to us. And it's been really inviting here. And when you do find a place where you feel happy, it makes you feel good inside, guys. So we'll go inside shortly anyway. I just want to show this amazing footage here of just all this work being done here, and they're working in the rain. They've got umbrellas. But it is good to see a couple people in here. So we are on fine form. Now we'll see some, I'm not exactly sure what this is. It does look like a potato, but I don't think it is. But I think that would be quite nice fried up. But there's just so much fresh produce when you do come to markets at 6 in the morning. Like if you do come a bit later in the day, your meat here won't be as fresh, but it is fresh now, and I would buy some of this. But I wouldn't buy it after, say, 10 or 11 o'clock. It's not too bad with one fly, but if the fly come and lay its eggs, and then after a while, yeah. So it is mostly pork out here, chicken and beef. You do see seafood, but it's not as big as in, say, patio markets and everything. But you certainly can get your seafood. You may pay an extra 50 to 100 baht, but most of you know that prices do fluctuate all throughout the year, especially with high seasons. But I haven't seen any Westerners as yet, and it's pretty much just Thais. So I'm probably on a good wicket here, because if there are Thais, it means there's good food. And that goes for any street food as well. So I've had a lot of cow soy since I've been here, and I really love cow soy. Like I have eaten a few other meals, like a Korean meal, and I did have this nice curry meal. But the cow soys I have been trying, guys, have all been very different. And I must say the vegetarian one, that could be a new favourite of mine, because it was full of vegetables. There was no tofu at all in it, which I was surprised, because I don't mind a bit of tofu from time to time. But I really should have more protein and try and put some more weight on. But it is good we've got a couple of people in here. Thank you for that. Teo, what was that one, Bobby? Yeah, let's hear a few Chiang Rai crops. Ah, like the Sawadi crop and the cup and crop and Jao. Like I was saying Jao a lot. See, Jao is mostly used in Payao, because mother-in-law and my partner like when some Thais say chai, like they'll say Jao. And I did ask, I reckon 9 months ago, or I don't know, around then, I said, how come you keep saying Jao? And she did explain it, and then I had forgotten about it, as I usually do. Like she'll explain how to say something, and then I'll forget what it is. But this stuff here, I've mentioned it before, I really like this in soups because it comes up very meaty. And the first time I had it, I did mistake it for meat. Like I thought it was like some pulled chicken, like some pulled pork or something, and I was really enjoying it. And she said, you do know that's not meat? And I said, oh, okay. But it is very meaty taste. But I'm trying to remember which meals I have had that in, so you could try it yourself. But I could do a report on that. But I am trying to learn the names of these fruits, but it will take time. And you got plenty of ginger. Now, well, the missus used to get the fresh ginger for me, and she would, I can't recall if she fried it up a fraction and then she would boil it up, and she used to just stick it into the kettle, and she used to make me fresh ginger tea, and that actually helped with my heartburn. And unfortunately she now has heartburn with pregnancy, like the poor girl. But Sawadee Krap, how are you? You have some beautiful stuff here. Now here is some fish. Now hopefully we'll find some turtles, because There used to be a lot of turtles in Palau, and when I did start to stream, guys, I couldn't even find one turtle except for miniature ones. But do let me know if I do have to clean the lens, guys, because it is raining a little. And we will go into the other markets in a moment. Now, these here, don't mistake them for peas, because I get these in Penang curries and like a green curry, and I used to think they're peas, and they are a tad hard to bite at times. Now, here's some olives. Very good with the Greek salad. Now, there is a temple here as well, and this is another entrance to the market, so we could duck in there in a moment because it is light rain, but manageable. So here's some cooking going on. Yeah, you certainly wouldn't want that oil to pour on you. And here's some bananas being prepared there. Very good. Sawadee Krap. And here's some finished product, guys. This looks very good to eat. Oh, we got a few more people in. Good to see. Sorry, I did miss the messages. We're just doing a early morning stream, guys, because I know a lot of guys drink and they usually don't get out of bed till about 11 unless the girl or the bloke is saying, let's go have something to eat. But more than likely, they're probably on TikTok or Facebook. But it is good. We've got 7 viewers in. They're probably here to hear some drama, but we're not going to worry about that. We all know that character lies, and I do have receipts, but he can't show the receipts. So there is 15 seconds talking of that clown. Not 8 hours or 6 hours, but 15 seconds. And let's keep it to that. Now, here is some pretty good meat. Even though the flies are here, it is refrigerated, and I would eat this at this time of the day. I wouldn't come here at 12, as I said. So, yeah. Yeah, I did get sick for close to 30 hours when she bought some pork at 10 p.m. at night. I said, go to Soy Bakal, but no, she went to the local market. Now, these tomatoes are really good, actually. I might hopefully get a loaf of bread today, and I might try and get some cucumbers, and might have to get a tin of beetroot, I think, and some cheese and a carrot. And I want to make some salad sandwiches. Now, you do have monks that do come down at this time of the day, and they're looking for donations and for food as well. And that's what the monks do early in the morning. They'll walk around the streets, and people will come and give them 20 baht, 100 baht. The high rollers will give them 1,000 or something. And I have been at temples when they have been taking money out, and it's quite amazing at the amount of money that the Thai people do give them. So we'll keep walking around, and then we'll go inside and show this beautiful market. Now, these are very similar to a tuk-tuk, and I think these here would be ideal on Soy Bakal, guys. Now, Soy Bakal should look at these and get them running down Soy Bakal, and that would be a good business model. And you can stick your advertising on there as well. So advertising can be put on there. So we'll get back to showing some good produce, guys. Now, here is some little birds. Now, some people might find this cruel, but we won't discuss these things because we are in Asia. Now, here is some durian. And this durian is 170 baht, good price. And we'll just see the lady taking out the flesh there, and she's going to put that obviously in styrofoam, because you all know what styrofoam is. Now, this is a very smart man. He is putting his rain jacket under his seat. Now, I left my rain jacket under my seat in Palau, but I did bring a light jacket here, but Now here's, oh, the turtles, I've found the turtles, and we've got 10 viewers, guys. I'll get to the comments in a minute, guys. Sorry, I've just been chatting away. I will get to your comments, thank you. And we've got 4 likes with the turtles. So what I'll do is I will leave it here and I will read the comments. Very good. I said g'day Steve, Bobby, Dave, Ginger. G'day Bruce. Hope you're okay, mate. DWP, my brother. Food stream. Don't say donations or oh. Yeah, I've only done 15 seconds talking to that clown. Like, I really want to show the receipts I've got, and everyone will be shocked, but the receipts I have are going to put a few people in situations that are quite big in town. So I've already had death threats. I've already had, yeah, I can't say, but I've had threats to have my channel taken down as well, but yeah. But excellent, I appreciate people coming in here and chatting. Oh, beans, oh, thank you, thank you. I won't ask for anything, guys, but I do appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Everything helps. And when that does come, I think it'll be a nice payday. And I will get a fishing rod with that. And yeah, I'll get back to the comments and then we'll show some more stuff. Yeah, I wanted to come out and just show a 6 a.m. market. I did set up at 6:30, I think. Yeah, so hopefully the internet's okay and it's not bounced me back onto the Wi-Fi, because I had an issue last time I tried to stream here. So we have got 9 viewers. I lost 1 from 10. So I'm doing better than I apparently usually do, even though I did have 500 viewers once for my street food. And I have never bought any subs. I do get subs from my street food, and I can prove this. But very good. Yeah, it is good. Buy and release animal. Yeah, I know. I would love to do that to everything, but then I won't be able to eat. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I've seen far worse than that. Like I saw some, not like they're very similar to squirrels, but some other little creature. I think it could have been a hamster, but they had a whole bunch of them in a tiny little cage, and certain people were poking sticks, and they weren't Thais, but they were from somewhere else. But this is a nice temple. We won't go in here because like we are going to do the market tour today, guys. And it is good that some people are interested in seeing stuff like this early in the morning. But I won't go in this one because it's a bit hit and miss, but I'll go in the really big one. And you can get all types of stuff here. Like if you're a smoker, like you can get all your products here. But these watermelons, like they are yellow, I'm thinking, from inside. But they do have a nice taste. And these coconuts, like, have a look at that coconut. That's all you need, guys, like that size, I think. Good size. And there's all your rice as well. So you're best off getting your rice here instead of buying some cheap rice at 7-Eleven as I did, and then I got scolded for buying bad rice. But I did say to her, well, at least the rice does not have plastic. So we will walk around. I just want to show another entrance. But these markets are really cool and I love them. Now, oh, here's some fish. If Luce was here, he'd say that is a good eating fish. I can smell some really nice food at the moment, guys. And that's what happens now. Here's security. Sawadee Karp. Yeah. I come from Australia, mate. Yep. Yeah, as I was saying, guys, I feel a lot of love here. And everywhere I walk, people smile. Even some have face masks. But everyone is really happy to engage. I haven't been chased away from anywhere. I've only been told once, like you can't film in here, and they were quite nice about it. So here's some chicken mince, and I am a expert on the chicken apparently. Yes, but I know very little on the chicken. I have had chickens, like feeding them and looking after them. When I was in Australia, I did have a beautiful chicken, and it was a very beautiful chicken, but it died sadly. Good to see you, Avery. Hang on, I'll get back to the other comments I miss. I do have a habit of missing comments because I get on a spiel. So it is good. Everyone's pretty understanding of me. You know, I do have disabilities. I'm not perfect. I've got a lot of problems at the moment. And walking around has helped me. So I'll get back to the comments. Yeah, thanks for that, Cam. Thanks, mate. Yeah, like I really love doing stuff like this, and it's actually helping me as well. I opened up a bit the other day about like my partner's cancer, and it's affected me a lot. And walking has just made me feel a lot better. Now these things here, now I used to see all these plants grown on the side of the road and also in farms, and I'd go, this looks like a weed. And then I found out this is a cash crop. Now a friend of mine from Ban Chan, now they have a farm, I keep forgetting all these funny names, so I do apologise for not having the correct info, but these here I was told are like gold, and if you grow these you will make money. And I thought, really? And the other one as well for Somtam is a money maker as well, but this one's supposed to be gold. But yeah, but always support the Ma and Pa shop, because the 7-Elevens, like there's only no more than 4 within walking distance, and you guys know I can walk a long way. Like I clocked up 20 Ks in one day. But these drinks range from 3 baht up to 35 baht. Now I have made a couple of budget videos that I will share eventually. So what we'll do is we'll have a look in here. This part here is a bit plain, but all the really good stuff is inside. So just bear with me and we'll walk around. I've shown these beautiful bananas and I just want to go and pick one up. But quite often I walk around and somebody comes out and they give me something to eat. And I thought, like, well, do they think I'm too skinny? Actually, the lady I wanted to give a plug is not here, so I'll come back and give her a plug after, because she was really nice to me. Everyone's nice to me out here so far. Like, I know things will change eventually, like when you settle in. But here's some nice peas, guys. Now, we will go inside now and I'll show you some cheap clothing, and we'll look for some high quality clothing, because I do say, check the clothing before you buy it, because I've got shirts which are more than 10 years old, guys. You know, like I wear rags. And here is a monkey strap. And these are very good on your scooter, and you can tie up anything. Now, I'll tell you a funny story before we go into the market. Now, I've owned a few cars in my life, but I'm not really a car bloke. I've always had motorcycles, so I'd ride rain, hail or shine. And this one day, I went and bought a remote control boat. And I thought it was going to be about this size. But when I got there, like the boat was like from here to about here. And it was a petrol powered one. And my missus at the time was at work and it was my day off. And he says, oh, why don't you just strap it onto the bike? I said, well, I do have some monkey straps. So I wrapped it all up, I got around the corner and the police put their sirens on, and I thought, oh, geez, here we go. Now, the police popped out and they had a laugh, and I just explained, I'm just going to take it to the house a couple of K away. He goes, oh, you really can't do all this. So, and I said, well, what type of crime have I committed? And he laughed and he scratched his head and he talked to his mate. He got on the phone and they spent 15 minutes trying to find what crime I had committed. And it was quite funny, but they ended up working out something. I got a small fine, and that was quite amusing, I thought. But they did have a point. I was in the wrong. It was overhanging. I did know, but I was just doing my own thing. But we'll get back to the comment. I do like to share these experiences through my life. And it is really good to see Avery here talking, because I know a lot of people don't like to talk. They just like to lurk. And I like to do that too when I have time to lurk. But I'm very busy these days. Yeah, skinny farangs, yeah, true. Like in most parts of Thailand, you do have the larger kind. Now, I've never been overweight in my life, and I will never shame anyone who has been overweight in their life. But yeah, apparently I used to be a fatty, but show the receipts. You can never show the receipts. So that's another 5 seconds I've talked about you. Okay, so hopefully someone's taking count when they try to take down my channel. And that's going to be sad if you take down my channel, because I want my children to be able to see my channel. But if you want to take that away from me and my children, just like the person who wanted to have me murdered, well, you're such a nice guy. But we're going to end it there and chat about positive stuff, guys. Yeah, morning is my favourite DWP, because you do see a lot more stuff, and most Westerners are in bed with their partners. Yeah, I'm being very diplomatic, you know, because we don't discriminate if you love man, woman or beast, or you're a transsexual, because in life, guys, we have to be accepting of everyone. I grew up in a very religious environment, and those things were frowned upon. But later in life, you meet people and you work with those and you understand things in life, and you do become accepting a lot later in life about things. So we will move because somebody wants to park their scooter. So we will go inside. I have been saying this. There is a mixture of Thai stuff, I'll put it, and stuff from China. So we'll see clothes, we'll see food. Hopefully we won't have any problems. No. Yeah, Morning Glory. I know we've chatted about that before, DWN. I like it as well. And there's another one like the girl cooks as well, that's similar to the Morning Glory with the pork. And it's like, I'll find the vegetable. Actually, I'll find the vegetable first. And if I can't find it, well, then I'll just go into the market. But, and here's some fanning. Look, a fanning of the fish. I went into a shop the other day and there were fans all over me, and I thought, yes, I finally have made it. I have fans. And I did catch a bus the other day, and it was a fantastic bus ride. And back to the story, they had fans on the roof. And I did make a little billow video. Yeah, I'm working on some billow videos. There won't be any slandering of anyone. It's just going to be, not that I did slander anyone, I was just sticking up for myself. But I've got a few ideas. I'll just do some parodies, and yeah, it'll be like Billow in Asia. And I'm going to have a small membership on that. I think it'll only be like $1 or $2, and that money will be set aside for my daughter. So, and it may only be 500 baht I get from it a month, but yeah, I can put that aside or do something. But we will go inside. I am trying to find that vegetable, but I can't find it. But there is the police. The police are very good here, actually. And here is some capsicum. I love capsicum, but not too good on the heartburn. Now, I could come and buy everything I need here, except for that vegetable I'm looking for. Now, this goes in some morning glories too. And this bok choy, I really love this. I used to grow this in Australia. So I got carrot. It's just a beetroot, but you can get a tin of beetroot. And so we're down to 3 viewers now. Oh, that's okay. So we'll go inside. I'll get back to the comments. Just why I'm showing the really good street vision here. Just give us a few moments. Yeah, I know. See, yeah, I know, like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. But what they said about my partner is disgusting. Now, that girl has done nothing wrong. She's 20 years of age. And her only crime is falling in love with me. And me having a small YouTube channel and standing up to YouTube bullies. So that's another 30 seconds to put on the clock there. So here is some monks here and they're going. So I'm still trying to find that vegetable, but I reckon I'll just move on and get into the market. And I might find it inside. Actually, it's similar to this, but not, no. Actually, here it is here. I found it, guys. This stuff here, she cooked me this meal. She tells me, but I forget. And it's really, really nice. And it's similar to the carp. So what a carp. Yeah, so this is like, she's just given me this, you saw. And very nice, like, I looked at that and I thought, that's a bit weird, but I did eat that and it is interesting. It does clean your teeth. And thank you very much, Carp. Joe. Thank you. Beautiful. I love the Thais. They're really good. You know, if you show people love and respect and they'll do the same. But when people lie about you and just slander you constantly, how can you show love to people like that? Yeah, we'll get back to the comments and then we'll go inside. Yeah, if the police were looking for Billo, like, that would be interesting. Beetroot is good for the heart and blood. Yeah, I love beetroot and I love fresh beetroot that's been grown, but I do have a taste for I think it's Edgel's tin beetroot and the other brand in Australia. Sort of has that light vinegary hit, because I do like vinegar on my fish and chips, which I'm absolutely hanging out for, fish and chips. And I think I'm hanging out for a few other things because I just really mostly eat Thai food. Occasionally I will get a hamburger, but actually I do want to walk in the market. Actually, we'll walk in here where all the little toys are. Sorry, guys. And here's those transport I was talking about. Now, that would really be good on soy bakal, and hopefully people agree with me on that. So, all right. Now, I'm not exactly sure what these are. Like I have eaten them before. I think they're a mushroom or a fungus. I know Dave might know what they are because he normally educates me because he is an educator. And yes, Dave and I had a discussion about these once before. And I like these. Now, the other version I used to get in Australia, they weren't so hairy, so I am assuming that all the hairs and the follicles had fallen off by the time they arrive in Australia. But these passion fruit, now the passion fruit seem to be two varieties. One that's got a lot of fruit and the other that's got a lot of the skin, or not the pulp, but like the really thick part, but they taste so sweet. Like most of the fruits here are just filled with like sugar. And I was saying, Dave, like, yeah, I've found seeds before. Now you can have a Chinese mustard. Oh, that looks nice. And there's that eggplant. So I've just educated myself. That's an eggplant. Chilies, a bird pepper. Actually, I come across the ghost pepper noodle pot because I had a 5-hour nap like the last couple of days during the afternoon, and it's thrown me off kilter. But last night I went to bed at 10:30 and I woke up at 5:30. So I think I'm back on my path now. So here are some socks. I know Jermaine S said this is good content, Jeremiah. Now 5 baht for a lighter. That's pretty good. I have got one for 3 baht, no, 2 baht the other day. Well, you can go to 7-Eleven and pay 20. But we'll move on and I'll show you some stuff now. You can get some cheap toys, and I would avoid them, guys, because they won't last long. Now, hopefully the internet won't drop out. Now, here's some cooking products. So when I do get my fishing rod, I'm going to investigate possibly having a camp, or I might just go for a fish and hope to catch something, and then we can see. I could possibly get something like this to cook my fish on, which I think, g'day Luce, I'll get to you in a minute, mate, and buy something like this. But I think I'll just get something like this, get some rocks and do it Aussie style. And yeah, I reckon that's smarter, guys. Like something like this or something, yeah, I reckon something like this here would be good, because I can put the fish inside, and that's pretty good, I reckon. So I could do something like that, and I could actually get something like that and put the fish in it and then put it back in the river so it doesn't escape. But then again, I might be able to find a proper thing you put your fish in. Like, I don't know the correct term, but all these markets are like a maze, and you can get lost in here. I have been in here a few times and I did get lost. Now you can get all these lollies and have a sweet tooth, and really, sawadee carp. Yeah, oh, peanut brittle. Oh, wow, guys, look at that. My partner makes this, and obviously not this one, but she makes it. Oh, yeah, yes. My partner makes this. Yeah, arroy, yeah. Palm sugar and peanut. Actually, that would be really good with some, thank you. Like, there's more down there. There's food down there as well, guys. Hopefully the vision's okay. Yeah, it'd be nice with some pistachio in it and some cashew. It's very easy to make that peanut brittle, guys, but you have to be pretty quick with your hands. And there's root beer. I love my root beer. But these drinks are all like 16 baht, and that's pretty much common everywhere. And you get your Coke for 13 baht. That's not the big bottle. Actually, that is, and there's your smaller one. So that's 13, and that's 17, yeah, like it's been swapped. So that's the price on a can. We'll get a price on the beer as well, guys. See, like, I get a lot of smiles, even though I have a camera at the moment. I walk around and people smile at me. Now, you can't get a meal in here, guys. It is a bit dark here, but this is where Thai people eat, and this is where I eat as well. And very good. Now, we won't spend too long in this part because not much here, but I was just explaining how the market just winds all around, and inside it's just massive. And I did get lost, and I did enjoy that, because if you don't get lost, you can't have a good experience. And usually when I do go streaming and I do take the wrong turn, we do find something good. So later today I might go for a walk. We'll just see. And here's that peanut brittle. Look at that, guys. Oh, you got to be careful with your teeth with that too, guys. Yes, like I'm trying. Like, there's this nice candy shop in the night bazaar. Now, I've been going to the night bazaar every night, And usually at 9 o'clock is when people roll in, but I have repeatedly said when I was here in September, January, through that period, it was high season and it took 5 minutes to get a chair, but I could get 300 chairs like the other night. Now these here, I really love these, and I usually try and buy the mango or the pear or something and put them in my bags. So when I am on my streaming walks, I do have a sugar hit. But I've been stopping off and having a Coke or orange juice or something. Now, these here are a bit hit and miss. I bought a different brand in 7-Eleven and I didn't enjoy it, but the 10-baht cupcakes are very, very nice. We've got 5 lights. I'll get back to the comments and then we'll move on, guys. Loose. Oh, look, yes, sorry, Loose. I did see you there and I got distracted as I do. Yeah, the 4 and 20 pies, like, when I lived in Victoria, I really liked the Balfour's pies, but then I got addicted to the 4 and 20 pies because a friend of mine worked for 4 and 20 and he used to drop off to me like a mixture of donuts and pies and stuff. So I did start to enjoy the gravy in the 4 and 20, but I like the gravy in the Balfour's. But the meat can be a bit hit and miss at times. But my favourite pie in Australia was Villies. Now, Villies started up his operation in South Australia and he's passed away now, but I'll get into the other part of the market where all the clothes are. See, I've got myself lost. So I'm going to go straight and then turn left. So he made the best pies and he exports them worldwide. Well, his family does now. It's a very big business, but he was a Hungarian immigrant into Australia, and I think at age 14 he worked in his father's bakery or something, or he worked in another man's bakery. I'm pretty sure it was another man's bakery. And so he was a self-made man, and yeah, I think he died in Sydney, but he was very well respected. Now, some of these shops will be closed and some will be open, so we will just go on a tour. Some of it will be good and some will be crap, but we'll try and add some laughter and chatting to it. And it's been good. We had a high of 10 people come in today, probably looking for drama. But there's plenty of drama channels. They can go and watch that pathetic lying stuff about. Yeah, lying, but they can't show receipts. Only receipts they show is walking upstairs, but they don't show receipts. Hey. Now, I've talked about these home defence systems here as well, so you do have some good home defence here, guys. Actually, this here would be good as well, but I won't get that. So I think what I want to do is I want to get something like this when I do get that fishing trip. So I think that will be good, and that will probably be in the Big Cock River, I reckon. We'll do a fishing adventure. And here's a chopping board. So I'll probably have to buy a knife, but that may not be good to have. So I might have to look for a plastic knife that I can use to cut the fish, because I'm sure somebody will try and say, oh, there's a farang down there with a knife. But you do have to have a knife when you fish, so I think I'll be okay. Now, some really nice smells here and some funky ones as well, so, geez, I'm going to move on like that. That stuff there, that's too strong for me. There is that herb again I was talking about. Yeah, I'm going to move on out of here because it is a bit strong here. Now, here's some pre-made meals. I wouldn't be having them ones, sadly. And here's some hats. I did come across some Under Armour caps the other night. Now, I've come back to pretty much where I was, so this is content, guys. Jeremiah gets lost. Yeah, and this is a really big market, so I've turned the wrong way. See, what we'll do is actually, I think I went through there. I do this a lot. I walk around, and you guys know you'll walk into a market and you think you're going the right way and you're not. And then you go, oh, geez, I've just gone down there. I think once I did a loop and then I ended back where I was. But these markets are huge. Now, there is a market I want to get to in Banshan. Now, it is raining outside. I've just felt a couple of drops. Sorted carp. Yeah, we'll move on from there, guys, or I'm going to do a power chuck. Oh. See, a lot of these shops here, like you'll see all this stuff here, and they've got storage in them as well. So, very good. You possibly could rent one of these and live in there, but I'm sure you could find cheaper accommodation than that. Yeah, you'll find these places all over the place, like these small little sweatshops, and they make embroidery. So we'll move on. I'll get to the chat. Apologies, I do miss stuff, guys. So I'll just quickly put you there. There's no good vision there. I'll just read through the chat quickly. I think most of you guys are pretty understanding with me. Yeah, Villy's pies are tops, yeah. I like the plain pie, but I do like the rang dang and the, well, there's a nice chicken curry and a vegetable curry, and Hungarian goulash was quite nice, and his sausage rolls were pretty good, and they weren't 7,000 baht. They were only $3, I think. So we'll get back to the comments. Really good to have you here, Luce, mate. It's good to have everyone here dropping comments. Beezy, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, probably just be an hour. Oh, geez, I'm already up to 47, so it could be a little longer. All right, we'll move on. I'm up to date. Now, if you come back to this market during the afternoon, all these clothes shops are open. So here's some knickers for the girls. You know, like very cheap. So 29 baht or 4 for 100. And they're a nice one. And there's some nice ones as well there. And some men like to wear these as well. Now, I do have receipts of a guy and a picture of a guy wearing these. But not this colour and not this brand, but he is wearing ladies' underwear. Yeah, I've said many times, like when you go to do merit, like you can come and buy your bits and pieces, but you can find them all over the shop. Actually, I think these are armbands. See, if you're like me and you're covered in tattoos, or you just don't want to get sunburnt and put on sunscreen, you can buy these armbands, and I do recommend. It'd be good if I could find some for my legs, you know. Yeah. Luckily, I can cover up my chest with a shirt, but I rarely wear a shirt. Only time I wear a shirt is if I'm walking around. If I am walking around, I'm respectful. I wear a shirt and shorts, and sometimes jeans. But you do see the odd person walking around with just shorts. I know in Pattaya you used to see heaps of Westerners with just shorts on. Now we'll wander down here and then we'll wander back, because there is some good stuff, and here are some backpacks. So backpacks are hit and miss. You can get quality ones and really, really shocking ones, and I've been lucky to get high quality backpacks. So because if you do want to buy a backpack for back home, you're best spending a little bit extra. And these ones are okay. And these here would be good for your school kid, you know, Spider-Man. And I'm going to have to buy ones like these for my girl that's coming. So, yeah. So what did Carp, Joel? So we'll have a look at this food, and then we'll look at the other clothing. Yeah, I've been seeing Hello Kitty everywhere. I'm not a fan of the princess, but I have sat down and I have watched Tangled, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It was a really good film. And The only thing I didn't like, Taylor Swift was in there swinging, because I don't like Taylor Swift. I like one or two of her songs, but now this stuff here, guys, this pork rind. Now, this, I forget the name of this pork rind, but the family make all these pork rind products. But this here, it's good to put into your pot noodles. And I did forget to mention this because I did a pop-up pot noodle stream, because there are a few cults going around at the moment. Like there is a cult, a Scottish cult apparently, and there is also a pot noodle cult. Yeah, so this stuff here you can put in your pot noodle and get some protein, and I did that and it was very good. Yeah, 'cause I bought some pot noodles in that shop, and it was quite good. I ate them there actually. I took them back to my room and then I ate them on the balcony. But here's a nice small wok. I won't need that for camping. But here's mukata. Yeah, I won't need that. Very good. Now there is a mixture of stuff around. We'll go in the other entrance in a minute. Now here's some legit bags. Actually, I might be able to cut through here. Now I don't think this is Louis Vuitton, but very similar. But you can get yourself a man bag. I've actually got a couple of man bags, but I use this tattered one because I can fit everything in there. But we won't go down there, but we will. No, I can't cut through there because actually I might be able to. Yeah, we'll have a look around. Sawadee Carp. Now this looks like that Kanga brand, but very similar, but not. I do like that Kanga brand. I used to always think that was an Australian brand, but it's not. Like you see a couple of the actors wear the caps. And here's Spider-Man. These are very good pillows as well, guys. And kids like them. And they're very good for your neck as well. And here's some trophies. Very good. I don't know what the trophies are for. Oh, is this? Oh, I thought that this was a shop. Apologies. I've actually walked into the back of their shop. So I've done that a couple of times, and that was me in the mirror as well. But everyone's seen pictures of me because certain clowns like to show pictures of me. And they like to show pictures of my beautiful partner. Yeah. And that's pretty sad that people have to do these things when it's happened to them, but they don't have any moral compass. So it'd be very interesting how Old Woman Uncut is going to feel when people are going to start harassing his wife and see how... But the type of character he is, he actually gets off on upsetting people. So that's the first time I've spoken about that character. But he quite likes to show pictures and troll my partner and send her disgusting things. Yeah. I know everyone that has done everything. So I've got the receipts on every person involved. So, yes. And a couple of big people in Pattaya might be sorting out a few things, but I doubt it. But I have receipts. And one thing I would like to say, I was invited into bars. I was never caused troubles in bars because I don't drink. Do I seem like a troublemaker that goes into bars and says they have a bad disease? Now, I've asked, show the receipts. Please show the receipts. If I've said this, I've never been to an entrepreneur meeting. I can't even pronounce it because I have a disability, which you pick on. So that just shows what type of character you are to pick on someone with a disability when you have disabilities yourself. Just shows what type of man you are. And that's another minute talking of a clown. And here's some sticky rice, and I love sticky rice. And it is interesting how they have all different colours, and that's an egg custard. So what they do is they get the banana leaf. Actually, we'll see if we get one made. So what, Carp? Yeah. Yeah, this stuff, a roy. So you're going to put a bit of this and 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 the egg, and you're going to put it into the banana leaf. Oh, are you making one now, or like have you already made some? Because if you make one, I'll just hang around. But she also makes these ones, guys, like pretty cool. But yeah, I don't think she understands much. I really do have to pick up my Thai a lot more. But carp kung carp, yeah, look, we might double back and see if we can get some footage of that, because I do want to see one being made, and I think that would be good content. Now, I have gone through there. Now, there's some nice candies there, but there is a young girl there I don't want to put on camera. So these are interesting, and these are very, very nice. And these here are very nice too. I have tried them, and these candies are very nice too. But yeah, we won't go with those fish. I don't know if Luce would. We'll get back to the comments I've missed. Yeah, I don't think I've missed anything, but it's good. All right, so here, we have found the seafood. We have found the seafood, guys. And here is the gung, and that smells fantastic, and it looks good too with the colours. Now, I would put that in my tom yum creamy gung. Yeah, I'm not a fan of them, as I've said. Chili sauces, yeah, you got to be a bit careful with them. But I am trying to be a bit adventurous now. I will turn back around because I have missed a lot of stuff. But what I believe and what I think I've proven is that the morning market in here, half of it is open and half of it is closed. So carp. Actually, there's some more down there. We'll go for a walk down. Actually, I will check to see if she's doing that sticky rice, because I want to get a little bit of footage of that. Nah, she's talking to some family. So we'll cut through here. Yeah, I do apologise for going up all these little paths, but it is a maze. See, I've just gone through like 1, 2, 3, and all these are full. Like, I could come back another day on the afternoon and prove that point, but I think everybody understands anyone. But all these are full, like clothing shops, bric-a-brac. So I may have actually, oh no, there's a schoolgirl there. Yeah, because it is time for people to go to school at this time of the day. And these perfumes are really good. I got my Izzy Miyake here, not at this shop, but like these are the prices. 79 baht for that big one, 59, 59, 49, 49, and you get a couple of small ones. So that would be good to stick in your pants or your man bag. Now, I got a couple of these for some oil, but they are good for your perfume. So you can smell good and look good and be the best version of yourself. Yeah, I did pick up a bottle for 35 baht at 7-Eleven, and that's nearly finished. And I did do my washing yesterday as well, and I needed to do that because they were very sweaty. Now, these look like Oakleys. Oakleys were very a big brand in Australia, and that was me in the reflection as well, guys. And there's probably a mirror showing me as well. But here's some watches here. We've got Seiko, US Marine. I know Ron was asking me to find him a Richard Mille, but I don't know much about watches. I think he was just stirring up somebody with that comment, perhaps. But and these are polarised. I've had discussions with people saying they're not polarised. Now, one of these torches would be good to go camping with too. So, and you can get these pretty cheap. See, I could probably get most of this at the DIY shop, but I reckon we'll do it at a market, I reckon. Like when it comes through, we will go on a tour and buy a fishing rod and a few little things. We won't go overboard. But yeah, you can buy... Actually, the screen went black there. I'll just check if the Wi-Fi went back on. No. Or I reckon I'm in that spot Yeah, snakehead fish, I still have to try that one. But we're at the 1 hour mark. What I might do is I might just walk around the other side and get the other part of the market. But yeah, I reckon we'll probably just keep it to another 20 minutes, I reckon. Yeah, I don't want to carry on like a pork chop, but these here are very, very nice and good on the teeth. Now, these ones here, I was saying, are very good to put in your pot noodle or even your soup, because when I used to get noodle soup, I used to just like to buy 1 or 2 bags of this, but not that size. I'd get the smaller one, and that stuff there, you just put in your noodle, and it's quite nice, and it just adds something a bit extra into it, because I do like my noodles. Now, here's these pre-made meals that's got seafood, and that looks really, really good. And it smells good too. That really does smell nice. Like, I really love like the curries. I can handle the spicy food, but I do like mine a bit mitnoi or just like mild. Like, everyone has a very different interpretation of mild. And I've asked for mild and got hot. And I'm just trying to work out if that's a sausage or not in there. But I will just show this seafood for the prices if people are interested coming to Chiang Rai. Because I do know people are interested in coming to Chiang Rai. And there's that herb again. And this is very popular with Thai girls. Yeah, that's sausage. I don't know if it is a sausage, but... or is that intestine or something? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm still trying to work out what that is. And here's some chicken. Look at these chickens. Oh, really excited looking at these chickens. Now, this is interesting. I've just done a loop back and I've come to the temple. So we will just come outside for a moment just to clear our heads and refocus. But very good. I did go to this temple before, but yeah, it is good. Like, I know I do a lot of temples, but I really like temples. And we've got some scooters, which are the common transport, as I keep saying. And I will try and get some more prices on some household items. I'm thinking about doing a couple of vlogs, quite possibly. I don't know if I should just walk out here and leave it as that, because I think an hour is quite good. I can just do a quick little tour on the outside, because I reckon it'd be 7:30 now. It is 7:30. So, yeah, I do have to be careful because school children are around. Yeah, so it's really busy now. Everyone's moving and going to school or work. It is interesting with the school system because they do have a number of uniforms for each school. And obviously if they're doing sport in the morning, like they wear their sport unit uniform, which is smart. Like they do that in Australia. And here is a Thai man, and he's making some nice music. And I noticed he has an ID card on him, so he could be a registered street beggar, perhaps. I know in Australia they have what we call as buskers, and those that have a talent and those that may not have a talent go and do stuff. And it is good that people can express themselves, like myself. Now, I just want to see if that... Actually, we were talking about the 5 chickens or something. I think it was Steve or Johnny. Well, there's a few Steves around, and they're all really good guys. Now, this is not the one that we were talking about. This is another chicken place. But you got your sticky rice there. You got a chicken sausage type thing, which that looks really nice. But those chickens, guys, I'm really excited about those chickens. Really, really nice. Yeah, like my mouth is just opened up wide, guys, for that chicken. Now, here's a transport vehicle, which I like, and it's a bit it's pretty much like a bark bus, but just a little bit thinner. Now, the other one I showed is even thinner, and I think that would be good, as I said. Now, I'm going to walk back around, and we're going to end it. I wanted to give that lady a plug. Actually, I didn't walk in this section. I will have a quick look in here, and then we'll end it in a few moments. Or did I come in this section? I reckon I did. See, the smell in here is quite pungent, but you can get your home defence here. Don't think I'll need that for fishing, so I can't obtain that one. Look at this plug. Yeah, it's quite interesting with the power system here in Thailand. It can be a bit hit and miss at times. But there was a blackout the other day, but I may have overloaded it when I was charging up my laptop. But the power did go back on 10 seconds later. Here's some pussy, guys. I'm showing some pussy. Hello. Hello. Are you playing with Mum, are you? Oh, hello. I won't hurt you. Oh. And there's Mum just keeping an eye. Thank you for coming to say hello. I don't have any food for you, but I'll give you a little pat though. Yeah, I can give you a pat for free. And there's Mum just keeping an eye on me. You're a beautiful little pussy. Yep, so we're patting pussy today, guys. Patting pussy. Thai pussy. Oh. Hey, you're a beautiful little kitty. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I will try that snakehead. You can catch snakeheads and catfish in the river. Live frog is the best bait. Oh, so you reckon getting the frogs and hopefully I'll get a catfish or even that fish that looks like the brim. I always ask for nit noi ped. Nit noi ped. Nit noi ped. Hopefully you haven't said any. Oh, there goes a kitty. All right, we'll let him or her go. And there's Mum. Thank you very, very much, Mum. Can I give you a little pat? Okay. Oh. Come. Oh, you're flirting now. Yeah, where I'm staying at the moment, there's a couple of cats that come up on the actual balcony. And yeah, I'll give them a little pat, even though they've got fleas. Like, I won't pick them up and cuddle it. Like, I'll just, like, pat it from, like, a distance. But there was a girl staying in the dorm. Like, I wasn't in like, the dorm. I've got my own room. But, yeah, I felt bad because she says, oh, you know, I was playing with the cat all night and it slept with me. And I said, you do know the cat has fleas? And she was, oh. But it is good that I've noticed a lot of female solo travellers. And she was a pretty young, like, girl. And I thought, geez, like, we had a really good chat, actually. And there's a couple of other backpackers floating around as well. And last night I went through the night market and I saw a whole bunch of really, really young girls, I'd say in their 20s, and they were setting off and they were helping each other with their backpacks. And I thought, how cool is that? Like, Mum and Dad have let them go out to experience life, and I wish them well. And I think travelling, you do learn a lot more. And I have been privileged to actually travel on and off in my life. So we'll get back to the comments. Yeah, I don't mind the spicy. I can handle it, but I try to get the mild. But I think, like, because I've been here 15, 16 months, I think I've probably acclimatised a lot more because in Australia I did used to eat a lot of Asian food, but mostly Chinese and a little bit of Thai, but mostly Chinese, Vietnamese food. But I quite like the Vietnamese food as well. Like, they do come up with some really good combinations. And I know Beans, he likes some Vietnamese food. Like barmy and stuff, and all the other stuff I probably can't pronounce. But we'll just wander off. Yeah, so it looks quite good. That's that stuff there. But really good markets here, and you can just buy your fresh produce and stuff. So, like, they will start to pack up some of these markets. So what we'll do, we'll cruise off here, and then we'll probably end the stream, I reckon, because not much more to go on. I can go for a wander around the street if people want. Like, I do have free time. It's just I just want to do a couple of quick streams and keep on topic. You know, I'm quite happy to rant about somebody, but that's not going to solve any problems for me. It's only going to have people enjoying it, and yeah. So I am quite happy to have a rant and do all that, but more than likely it won't be on my channel because I know they're coming to take my channel off me. So I want to try and keep my channel. Yeah, so I'll go for a little trek up here. I'll try and walk around the other side here to see if there's any more market stuff here, but I don't mind having a little walk around town. It won't be too long. It'd probably be a good idea to show some parts what happens at this time of the morning, because it is only 7:30, isn't it? So, like, everyone's coming through there now, so I'm not exactly sure if this opens at 4 or 5 in the morning, but I did. Oh, now I got these here last time, and they were very nice, and I like them. Yeah, like the gold on that really sticks out on that. So this temple is well looked after. Like, I've gone to a couple, and I could have a quick look in here, actually. Yeah, why not? We'll just have a quick look. I think it's pretty much the same. Actually, yeah, here's a mannequin here. We'll give them a smack. Yeah, here's some chicken feet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever try chicken feet, but here's some cakes, and these are really nice. I'll go on about them all the night. And here's some nice cupcakes. Really nice. See, like, they do a really good job, like the Thais. Yeah, this one's got a mixture of clothing. I want to try and find a candy shop. I think I forgot to continue with that story before. I popped into Ben's the other day, and he was having a good old chat, and we're talking about candy, and he loves candy too. Yeah, like, we're so blessed here with candy. Like, I've got candy a couple of times, and it's been the most terrible tasting, but here's a refrigerated market. So if you are in Chiang Rai, you can come and get your refrigerated meat. And this is good to see. So what do you cut? And I really like how you have this, because the meat fresh and good. Very good. Yes. So I don't know if you may pay a little bit extra, but I would pay that bit extra for the safety, knowing that the meat has possibly been refrigerated for most of its time. You know, you don't know what happens beforehand, so you don't know if the truck driver has left the door open, or if or you don't know if they've just bought it from somewhere and then they've just minced it through. So it can be hit and miss. So if you do have irritable bowel or something like that, you could be in for trouble. Now here's some just items for your girl and household. These here are important to have, and you can clean your shoes with them as well. So we might go out this entrance Yeah, we'll go out here and I'll just have a little street walk for like a little moment. Oh, these chilies smell absolutely fantastic. And sometimes when you do smell chili, you sneeze and start to cry. But, oh, peanuts. Oh, that's peanut. Yeah, that's like the stuff you get in street foods. Like, I really like putting like the chili flake and the peanut flake onto my noodles, and I've been doing it on pretty much everything, and it just gives you something a bit extra. But I really like most of the noodles, but the khao soi, being in Chiang Rai and close to Chiang Mai, khao soi is more available here. And I did say at the start, there's so many variants of khao soi, so you could possibly live on khao soi. Now here's some more prices on the gung, because I did want to try and get seafood prices here up in the north. Now they do have these fly papers here, and that's good because the flies will come here eventually, hopefully. So yeah, I used to make my own maggots, not all the time, but when I was planning to go for a fish, I think it's what's the park there, I used to get like a fish head, put some newspaper outside. I would dig a small hole, I'd leave it there for about half an hour max, come back, I would bury the fish with the newspaper and put that over some dirt, come back a couple of days later, sorry, and I would have some maggots for my fish, and then I would go and catch myself a garfish or some whiting. Yeah, I've got a very small channel, but yeah. So we'll move on. I do have to be careful because there is schools around here. So that was the police there. He gave me a nod. I think, yeah, there was like 6 of them around the corner there. And yeah, I've chatted to a couple of them before, and they're really nice. Like, a lot of them don't have a lot of English, but just like say hi. You know, you could go give them a water or anything. I wouldn't give them a Coke, but yeah, you don't have to do stuff like that. But if you do see them sitting out there and they've been there for a few hours, it is like quite nice to just go and give them a water. And then next time, you know, if you did something wrong, they might think, oh, you know, he's not a bad bloke, I'll let him off. You know, but yeah, quite often you see people on this street working hard and they look a bit exhausted, and I've got like a water. I did that a lot of times at the condo block I lived at, like but I mostly did it for cleaning staff. I'd go and grab them a cheap drink or something, and yeah, because they don't get paid much and they do a hard job, and sometimes the residents do give them a hard time. I know when I slipped over, I had a few words to say, but I wasn't rude or degrading to anybody. I was just annoyed that they didn't stick a sign up. Now, I will be careful around here because fair few school children around. Now, what I'll do is I'll cross here. Now, that other street is a lot busier, but I just want to show a little bit of street, a little bit longer. I can end the stream. I don't have an issue with that. But it is good we had people pop in. You know, I'm doing my thing, and people want to make up lies about me and twist things. Yeah. But yeah, this street's a bit hit and miss, not too much on it, but a lot of these streets will come alive during the day and obviously at night. Like, I have walked around a little at night, but not much. I did go on that nightclub tour, and then we had a rant. But it is really nice out here, and yeah, I want to come and hang my hat here, I think. But anything can happen, anything can happen. You know, I could drop dead tomorrow. And there's another entrance to that market. I won't go down there. I've already done enough market today, I think. But we'll just go for a little walk around. We'll try and show traffic and what street foods are open at this time of the hour and what is available at this time of the hour. Now, the traffic system out here seems pretty good. Like, I do scratch my head still, but everybody seems very cautious and they tend to just let you through. And there's like a student there with the iPad there, and I'm laughing about that because he was smiling at me, and I thought, like, I put the camera down and he smiled, and then I thought, no, he wants me to put it up. And it is good. I am a bit funny about having children on, like, the channel, you know. But it's okay for other people to put young girls on their channels, isn't it? Now we'll just run across here, guys. Now we will just have a little walk around. I haven't gone up this part before, so I think I might just do that, because we do have a... G'day, Johnny. I've just come from a little market. You know, I wanted to just show what happens at 6:30, like it was actually, but it is 7:30 now. It was a really good market. I just showed all the fresh vegetables and got some prices on seafood, because we are in the north, and prices do fluctuate up here because they do have to get it from other places. But if you are in Pattaya or down near the sea border, well, then you get all your seafood dirt cheap. Oh, g'day, Oz. How are you? Yeah, I just went and looked at some stuff for fishing. So when that money comes through, I will go and get a rod, and I'm going to get not a hot plate, but one of those open-faced grills. So I'll hopefully catch my tea. It's just I'm trying to work out about a knife, because I know if I buy a knife and take a knife, someone will ring up and say I've got a deadly weapon. And I know people are trying to take my channel down and discredit me with lies about my partner. She is 20 years of age. I have the receipts. But if he wants to continue slandering me and saying I talk about him non-stop, I don't. I've only talked about him for less than 6 minutes today. I am very happy to show the receipts, because he don't show the receipts. I've got nothing to lose anymore. They have exposed everything. So I've got nothing to lose. I'm free. I'm free of being embarrassed. I love my girl. She's had a hard life, and she is an amazing girl, and she has cancer, and she will quite possibly die. And these characters think it's funny to show pictures. Now, this character has had his wife shamed, so he wants to inflict pain on everyone else now. So I've never said anything about his wife. I know everything about his wife. I know everything, and I've got the receipts to embarrass him, but I'm not going to go low like him, because I have a good heart. Now, I'm going to stop talking about that clown now, because I don't want to give him the time of day, because every time I talk about him, he lies and twists it. So I'm just going to do a quick 30-second recap. He's lied and said I have AIDS. He's lied and said I'm a monger and go and share AIDS. He's lied and said I go into bars and cause trouble. I was invited by bar owners to come in. I was invited to host their YouTube meetups if they were late. I have the receipts to show this. you've said I've been lying about this. I never caused any trouble in any bars in Pattaya. I hardly went into bars. I stopped going into bars. That night, I had a few words to say to Stu, right? And all I asked him, tell your master to pull his head in. And he said, yeah, I'll do all that. And then he twists the story around to say I've threatened him. So why don't you show your recording you did of me, Stu? Or why don't you ask the big man upstairs to get the CTV vision? Because you can't show any CTV vision of me going into a bar and saying that I have this terrible disease, because it never happened. But what did happen is you went into a bar and you were shooting off your mouth on some live streamer, but you say that didn't happen. That didn't happen. And then you say, oh, you didn't bag your best mate for having like retardation, but he probably doesn't have retardation. And then you say he's never had a girlfriend in his life. And that's your best mate, your best mate. So you hassle your enemies, you discredit your enemies, you slander your best friends. So you're not a nice man. So we're going to wrap that up, but I've got a lot more to expose you, the clown. So I've got nothing more to lose. So bring it on. You can't do much more to me. You've threatened to kill, yes, you've threatened to have me killed. So what type of man are you? I have a child on the way. I have children in Australia and I have other children in Thailand. And you want to have me taken out. So it just shows what type of character you are. So I think we've moved up to 10 minutes talking about you. So that's enough. So I've given you some content now. Because you don't have any content. All your content is to talk about people's wives, talk about mongering, and you are a monger yourself. Yeah, you want me to show the receipts of you mongering in Pattaya? I can show the receipts. So I'm going to drop it. I'll drop that now. Now, yeah. So this smells so good, this. Aroi. So, yeah, I was about to say it smells like kutiao, and kutiao is my favourite, but my absolute favourite is khao soi. And I like chicken khao soi, beef khao soi, but I'm starting to enjoy vegetarian khao soi. But this will steam up the camera, but oh, that smells fantastic. Chicken, guy, yeah. Okay guys, we'll show some street food now and we'll lose all my viewers, which is good. Yeah, we'll get back to the comments. Knife, no, we are Aussie, we grow up with even a small pocket knife or a buck knife. Yeah, a lot of my friends in Australia have, I think it's like a little knife you put on your belt buckle, and you see it everywhere, if like truckies have them. And sometimes they have a plier one as well. So this pumpkin and egg, I really love this. And my missus makes this, and you wrap it up with some lettuce, and it's really nice, and put a bit of chili. This one is really good too. Yeah, but I've got a lot more to say on them, but I don't want to do it on my channel. But I do have receipts. He can't show his receipts. I've asked him to show the receipts and he can't. So he's just a born liar. And if his simps are too scared to speak up because they're scared that the clown of darkness is going to expose them, that's why he knows all this, because everyone's afraid of him, and he's just a little boy. He's like 5'4". I'm 5'8", same size as Ben, right? And you're lying about that, aren't you too, Dark Prince? So that's enough talking about you anyway. Leatherman, yes. I worked, I won't say I worked with the bloke, but he used to come into our workplace and I used to load up his truck every now and then. And this bloke, he looked like a leather man. His face looked like leather, his skin looked like leather, and I said to him in a polite way, I said, oh, so do you spend a lot of time out in the sun? And he goes, yeah, he goes, it's ruined my skin. And I says, I thought, like, you've worked out in the bush or you're like a cattleman. He says, yeah, I grew up and I was like a rancher on my property and stuff, and then like it all went bust. And he said it was his great-great-grandfather's property, and yeah, and they lost it all, sadly, and then the Chinese come and bought it. But now, I think that might be a school over there. I'm not 100% sure, but it does look like a school there, so I won't go that direction. I might just double back in a minute and then we'll end it, because I've shown the market. Now that's a really nice place. Now, the other day I showed around like the nightclub area and around a few the bar areas. Like there are a few more areas, but I won't show them. But it is very friendly place here. The only bar that I've been into was that family-friendly bar, which he invited me into. Like, yes, another bar owner invited me into his bar. But it's quite funny talking about bar owners. You know, I used to go for drives in their car. I was invited to their house, met their family. So I can't be a bad guy. And I couldn't have caused any trouble, you know, because I only went into a couple of bars, you know, and I don't drink, so I don't know why someone has to make up lies again. But that crispy noodle looks really nice, and that egg, very good. Or that may have been chicken. Actually, I don't think that is a school. I'll keep the camera down if it is, and walk the opposite way, because I am getting myself lost. Like, it's not that hard to get lost. You walk down one street and they all look pretty much the same after a while. Like, I was pretty good in Pattaya because, like, after you go down a few wrong soys after a while, you work it out, and it sort of does flow in a way. Now, I will keep the camera down for a bit, even though there aren't children around. I just want to be respectful, but I just want to see if there's something interesting around here. Nah, what we'll do is we'll walk up this way. Yeah, like there's no kids around, and all like the bikes are packed, and here's a laundry mat. Now, I did my laundry last night, and this is a budget trip, so guess what? I didn't come here. I bought myself 5 packets of that Downy perfume washing liquid, and I went downstairs, I found a bucket, soaked my clothes and hand washed my clothes and made them smell good. So I will look good, smell good, and I will be the best version of myself. And hopefully I will do that every day. Now, we'll get back to the comments if I have any. But good to see you, Oz. Like, I know you were going off for like a week, so I thought, yeah, you might be popping up around about this time. And I hope you enjoyed yourself, and hopefully it was fruitful and profitable. And then you come back to this stuff. But yeah, we will get to that fishing. Now, I'll just get back to a couple of comments I've missed. I usually miss a lot. Yeah. name the git. Yeah, Capio. He lies. Like, who in their right mind says somebody has AIDS? Like, and not show any proof. And I did go on to stream and I did ask about it. Now, he said the most disgusting thing about the girl I love. He said, now these are your words, Capio. So good luck copywriting it or trying to slander me, but these are your words and I will show the clips. You said I took a 17-year-old girl from a Soy 6 bar. So which bar did I take her from? Right, but she's not 17, but if I did take a girl from there, right? So why would you say this? So are you trying to discredit me to paint me in a bad way, or are you trying to discredit your friend on the Soy 6? So why would you make up this allegation? So you've basically implied that Soy 6 has those type of people there. Now, I'm not saying this, guys. This is what Capio has said on another stream. He said this. So it just shows what type of man he is. And this is apparently his best mate who he talks to every day. Every day. He's just put his mate into the hot water. Now, this is a temple, and I'm going to go walk in here so I can regain some self-control in a minute. You know, because when someone attacks your family, you do stand up. But some men decide it's not worth it. And a couple of times I've walked away and I didn't utter his name for many months, but he still continued. But what the issue is with this character Capio, he took great offence that I messaged him and said, your channel is nothing but drama. I want nothing to do with it. It was something on those lines. I didn't slander him. I just said this thing, and he just called me an overly sensitive person. Yes, I am a sensitive person. I like to have a cry. But when you think somebody is a good person and then you tell them they're not, they do take offence to that. So I do understand that. So he had a bee in his bonnet to attack me. So I used to get regular updates from Life Reset Thailand, Zimmy, regular updates. You go, oh, Capio's talking about you again, mate. And I go, yeah, I don't really want to know, mate. And then I'd say, okay, what time was it? And I'll go and have a skim, because I don't want to sit and listen to Capio. He's the most boringest person on the world, that he just gets content from talking about me, talking about Ron, talking about Barry. That's his content. Like, yeah, he might make a Isan video or a Huhan video. But what does he do for the Thailand community? He says he's going to clean up the community. How is cleaning up the community talking about underage girls, talking about bar girls, talking about people saying they have AIDS when they don't, slandering people, making up stories? How is this of value to the Thailand community? Now, I do need to go in this temple in a minute because I've gone on 10 minutes about Capio, but Mr. Oz asked me to name him. So I am doing what Oz asked me because he is a good man. And but it is sad. I really do want to do a stream on Capio and show all the receipts. You know, I think I'll probably have to do it on the laptop, and then I'll have to show everything on the phones, but I will be respectful what I will show. There won't, because it is a grey area with slander here in Thailand, but I myself and my partner can have Capio up for slander for numerous things, right? But why would you harass a girl with cancer? Why would you harass a girl, a Thai national, when you're not even Thai and you have a Thai wife? So it just shows what type of man you are, Capio. So good luck trying to flag this stuff, because everything I have said is true. I have receipts for everything I say. You don't have receipts, Capio. You do not show receipts, right? You go below the belt. You talk about families. You've talked about Tom's beautiful child, right? How dare you say terrible things about a child? It just shows what type of person you are. So what we'll do is we're going to move on. I'm going to collect my thoughts, and I'm going to go for a little tour in this temple. So just give me a couple of minutes just to go over these comments and watch everyone leave. But I really want to show the real Thailand, guys. It's, you know, I really just want to show the real Thailand and just show Thailand through my eyes. I don't want to talk about Capio. I don't want to talk about others. I just want to share my experience and my love for Thailand. But sadly, I have to stand up for myself because I am an Aussie. And I've got a lot going on in my mind. And the only thing that is helping me at the moment is walking. You know? Some people might think it's odd. Why is he out there walking? I can't do anything else for her. And it helps me feel a bit better. And you have to destroy her memory, Capio. What did she do wrong to you? Nothing. Nothing. But you attack Thai girls. We've seen you attack a Thai girl live on stream. But you say that didn't happen because you're embarrassed of your behaviour. How can your wife put up with your behaviour? My missus pulls me into line, right? So obviously there's something wrong in your relationship, but I don't want to talk ill of your wife how you talk ill of the girl I love, because I'm not a low scumbag like you, Capio. Yes, Capio, the lying scumbag. Where are the receipts, the CTV vision of me saying I have AIDS? Now, entrepreneur meetings or bar meetings all had cameras. So you can't show anything, can you? Because it didn't happen. And this didn't happen. But when you went and caused trouble in a bar, that happened. So you are the problem, Capio, not me. I've never caused a problem in a bar in Pattaya because I don't drink. But we've all seen your behaviour when you drink, though. You get lippy and you talk about this character and you talk about this one. So why don't you admit everything's a lie, Capio? You are the liar. I'll do a lie detector test. Why don't the both of us meet and we both do a lie detector test, right? I'm willing to do a lie detector test with you, Capio, and then we'll see what happens. But you won't, because you're a born liar. You lie about everything. You think you are the gift. You aren't the gift. Oh, we're back to my normal 3 viewers now. Great. Okay, we'll go into the temple now. Yeah, the red and white curbs means you're not supposed to park here. Yeah, so it's like Australia how when you're driving, you can't park your vehicle there unless it's an emergency. But yeah, like they basically don't want you to park here. So this could be for numerous reasons, like they could be dropping off food. So a delivery van would park here and then he would get the gate open and then he would drive in, or he would reverse. So it can be used just a temporary parking with permission. So that is good. Now here is a map of this beautiful Chiang Rai, guys, and I have pretty much walked all of this, and I think I should actually try and walk around the whole town. I do want to get back to the rivers. The Meakok, so it's spelled Meakok River. So that's it just there, the Meakok River. There is a free bus that goes around. Now, depending on how I'm feeling, I might try and boot up to the shopping centre. It's called the Central's Chiang Rai. It's got 3 levels. It does have some stuff that you've obviously seen before, but I think it'd be a good little stream for about an hour, I think. So I could possibly do that today, and tomorrow we'll go on the search of temples again, I think. But I do want to get that fishing rod, and I will get that Oz, and I will do a stream on that, and hopefully we'll catch a fish. So once that does come, I will do that. I just can't use my own money at the moment because this is a budget trip. So I hope you do understand that. And when that money does come from YouTube, I will make that within a day, so or 2. But it will be done. So what we'll do is I'm going to walk in here to have... And there's an ambulance there. Yeah, I see many ambulances here in Chiang Rai. So what we'll do is I'm just going to have a little walk in here. I've never been in this temple, so I don't know much about it. So that's that King Mang Rai monument. So that's the name of that character I showed the other day. So I think he is the character who was the first king, but I get confused with all the first kings because each province has a king and a prince. So the girl did explain this all to me, but sometimes I get things wrong. But hopefully there's no chanting going on, but I did rock up at a funeral procession the other night. Oh my gosh, Oz. Oh my gosh. Hang on, just give me a few moments, mate. Yeah, I'll read that, mate. Do your own thing. We will sort Capio. He is up for... Yeah, it's just like, I didn't want to tell anybody about like my girl's cancer because he accused me of trying to get donos last time, and I wasn't even monetised. I was just trying to talk about the girl I love. And I'm really passionate. Like me and her have had a hard time. And I've embarrassed her and I've embarrassed her family. But my girl still loves me and she believes in me. And she helps me a lot, guys. She really does. You know, she's not perfect, but she loves me. Now, yeah, thanks, Oz. Thanks. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about him, but yeah, it's just, what can I do? I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. It's like, he said the most disgusting things about the girl I love, and he's had disgusting things says about the girl he loves. So he, of all people, should be understanding and want to help me, but he wants to harass me and put the knife in further. But we are all not perfect. I'm not perfect. We all make mistakes. I possibly couldn't forgive him, but if he apologised to me, I would accept that, but I wouldn't forgive him. I would move on. Now, we're going to regain some peace here and read over some more comments. Yeah, cheers, mate. Like, yeah, thank you. I do get some love, like a fair few times. I do get more than 3 in. Like I get like 10 or 8, and they pop in and they say, "G'day," and they're really good. And it's good that I've got a couple of the older heads in the Thailand genre understanding what's going on because they've seen it happen before. Now, I went into a really good catacomb out in Payao, but I think this is just a storage. But I do want to get back out to that Payao one. Yeah, I might try and do a sneaky trip up to Payao soon. Yeah, I've talked about how all the maintenance here at the temple happens. So they've got the slim stick on here and they'll probably paint all this up. So they've pretty much stripped it down, and they'll repaint the gold, they'll stick the mirrors on. I know in Palau I witnessed, I think it was one of the ones I went to, I won't say what because like they're all called what, but they had been doing this process for about 3 years, and I went back after 10 months and it looked like nothing had been done, but there were workers there and they were working, so it's a very slow process, and they were putting on the mirrored parts all on this temple, and the temple's 5 or 6 times the size of this, and they've got a couple of little huts they were doing as well, so very good. I'll get back to the comments. Yeah, I did hear about that. I don't really want to comment on that because it's really sad, and I know that affects you as well, but I appreciate you sharing, and thank you. I have some kind prayers I'll say about that after. Yeah, it's pretty much those two. I think that, like the last person you're saying, I think he's realised that he's got a wife now, and he knows that he's pretty much upset everyone in the YouTube community, and that he's open up for slather. Now, I'm not going to hassle anyone's wife. I'm not going to shame anyone's wife. But a lot of these people contradict themselves, and they're hypocrites. But it's all for the content. See, I understand we all have warped sense of humours and we find things funny, but some things are just not funny, guys. And if you're going through a hard time in life and someone is harassing you, you could end up on the end of a rope. But that's not me. You know, like I'm very strong-minded. Yeah, I really like the look of this, and I dare say that that's being repaired inside because it says no open. But I will just have a quick look here. I don't have to take the shoes off, but I know temples are the same, but they're not. Like, they all have something very different. Now, this one's an elephant mixed with like a dragon. So that's very, very different. Like, the girl was trying to explain to me about all these names and stuff, and they go in one ear and out the other, unfortunately. But some of it does stay in there because I know when I hear people talking Thai, I can decipher bits and pieces. So all night has been a fail. But I quite like that red eye, and that's me there. Yeah, it's quite nice here and very calming and peaceful. I find temples are good. Like, I went and sat at one for quite some time, and yeah, it was very rewarding. Now, I will take my shoes off, and I've just put my hand on top of that, and yeah. But yeah, I appreciate all the love there, mate. So I'll get back to the other comments. Yeah, I don't know what's going on because I blocked that other character, not the one you mentioned. I blocked the other character when all my private information went out. So yeah, I haven't chatted to that character, and I'm not going to mention that character's name because I know what he has done and what he can do, and he's shown me what he can do. So I won't walk underneath there, but I just want to try and get some nice vision in here. Yeah, the monks sit here. Now this temple's like a wooden one as well, but it doesn't have those carvings like that catacomb. Like that catacomb temple was completely wood inside, and it was so beautiful. And luckily for me, at the end of the tour I went on by myself, the handyman went and turned on the lights upstairs. So I went back and I showed the whole temple again inside and like downstairs catacombs. and it looked amazing. So I do want to get back there again. So whether we base ourselves in Palau or Chiang Rai, I'd rather base ourselves here. But really nice paintings, like that's King #1. Yeah, because I remember his moustache, it reminds me of Vlad the Impaler. I think that's a younger version of the prince as well, who fought the Meermans. Yeah. But I really like these paintings. Like, I've shown some really ghastly paintings as well in some of the paintings, and I showed that ghastly statues at that famous temple, because there are some really famous temples here. Like, I will go back to that white temple. I turned up at 5 o'clock because I was trying to get there at 4 o'clock because I know it's free between 4 and 5, but I got there just as it closed. Because last time I went there with the missus, like, had a pocket full of cash, and they said free, and I said, oh, even better. So I do remember things when they are free. But on this budget trip, I really haven't spent much at all. I did spend a little going to that temple. I had to pay, I think, 50 baht to go up. And like the missus says, why did you pay 50 baht? You were only up there for like a minute. I said, well, I was doing a stream and like, you know, and she goes, yeah, well, that's a good point. So now I've walked out the other door and I've left my shoes. So I will walk up here and I will wipe my feet. Yeah, I do this a lot, guys. Like, I get distracted and start talking about good stuff, and we should really concentrate on the good stuff and build this community up again, I think. You know, and people will come, you know, once it is a safe place. You know, like, people are putting their differences aside, because I do have a couple of other people that do come in here and other people don't like them, and I have noticed that they have been not too bad. So I will just keep an eye on that. Like, I have modded up those that I think have my interest at heart and won't be stabbing me in the back and stuff. So certain people I won't give any spanners to, but you know, because of their alliances. But I don't care if they have alliances to other people, you know. But if they are okay with me and they enjoy my content, like I heard some nice words from AP a couple of times. Somebody sent me a clip, and AP a couple of times has said some really nice things about me, and I think, but some things have been said about him, whether true or not, and I don't believe they are true. And you sort of understand people say things to try to discredit people, and if you can read between the lines, there was some stuff going on at that time, and people say things like they've been saying about me to discredit me. But I was quite touched when AP said, you know, he's an all right guy, because I've done no wrong to many people, and I did no wrong to Stu, Capio or Old Man. It's just I stood up for myself, and they don't like that. But I will continue to stand up. Yeah, like AP's done nothing to me, so I don't have an issue with other people like having issues with them. But for me, I just want to try and have a nice place where people can come and chat, and we can put our differences aside. And if you do have differences with everyone else, you can do it on other channels. I just want a place where everyone's safe, and we can like certainly say, call out each other, but I think we'll just be try to be accepting, and I think that's going in the right direction. Like, I know AP knows that he's not liked by many people, and apparently I'm not liked by many people, and I don't understand why, because I've only got an issue with the 3 people I've said. And those guys seem to think I'm the troublemaker in all this, and I'm not. And they just spin their web of lies and they get content out of it. And then they say I don't do content, and they sit there, I stutter like a rap record. Like, I don't know about that. You know, I did have an accident and I've spoken about that, but that just shows, you know, in my YouTube channel, I've got in there random shorts and clips. I hope to talk about motivation, living with fears and living with disabilities or something like that. So I am open about my depression. I'm open about my other issues. Some things I don't talk about because it's not anyone's business. But I've got nothing to fear. I've got nothing to hide. If people like me, they like me. But if they want to believe lies, well then they're not people I want to have here. And if people want to take down my channel because they support these liars, well, that's just going to not be able to have my children be able to see my content. And pretty much 99% of my content is good stuff, and there's only a few rants here and there. And they'll probably be removed at some point and put somewhere else. Oh, come on, Oz. I know. But no, like, you know what I'm saying, Oz? Like, I don't want to have issues with people. And I do have issues with 3 people, and they have alliances with other people, and then they have problems with me. But what I'm just trying to say, Oz, is that it is good that somebody that has been victimised by other people in the past has stood up and said, look, I would go and have a beer with that bloke, whether he's pulling my channel or not. But it is good. But that's what I'll say about AP, is that, you know, it's like, I'm not happy with AP for what he's been alleged to have done to other people, and I do have issue with that. But for him to come out and say that, I will give him kudos. But I do understand that everybody has their own opinions on them, but just please allow me to say that. And I do understand if other people have issues, but yeah. All right, all right. Fair enough, Oz. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know how to do a I don't know how to do a chargeback, but I will Google that, and I'll send you everything back that you have sent me. Yeah, no worries. Hey, I haven't said anything bad, but I do understand. I don't know how to do a chargeback. I will look into that, and I will send you back every donation that you have sent me. But yeah, no worries. I will do that. Just give me a couple of days to work out how to do it, or you can do a chargeback. But if you want your money back, I will certainly give it back to you. But that's quite sad, but I do understand you. But I was just saying how AP said that there. So you are entitled to have your thoughts, like me, but I haven't said anything upsetting. But if that's the way you want to be, I understand. And on that note, we'll end the stream because I don't like where it's going. So I do appreciate the people coming in, hitting the likes. Yeah, sorry, Oz, I don't believe I have done that to you. But, you know, I did say, Oz, everyone is entitled to their own opinions. And I don't know the full story behind AP, but from when I was there in the beginning, I did see what was happening on those channels. And I know that you may have issue, but I would have thought that you would have been respectful of my words, but I do understand. I'm not going to get into an argument with you, Oz. You are welcome to come onto the channel here if you like and chat, but I will certainly organise that money back to you. Yeah, but yeah, if you want to sort me out as well, Oz, that's up to you, mate. But yeah, I will Google how to do a return of funds. I've got to work out how much the totals was, or are you talking about everything, or do you want what you've sent today back, or what? Look, I can't do it pronto, Oz. I've just said I don't know how to do it. I haven't received any donations as yet. I haven't cashed out, so if you want to do a charge back, just do a charge back, Oz, mate. Yeah, okay. Do a charge back, and that's okay, mate. Yeah, that's okay. I was going to give that money to buy milk, but that's okay. I'll just embarrass you now. That's okay, Oz. But I do appreciate your kind words. I don't know how to do a chargeback, Oz, and I'm being respectful, Oz, but that's okay. I don't mind, because I never asked for a cent. So for me, it doesn't affect me because I never asked for it. But I do appreciate money that comes, but I'll never ask for it. And if somebody wants their cash back, power to you. It's not going to affect me because I don't have the cash at the moment. It would affect me if I did have the cash and I had used it. So it's not going to affect me. I'm not playing any game, but yeah, all right. Okay, no worries, Oz. Thank you very, very much, and let me know. Do you want it all now? Do you want every donation you've sent? Because I think you sent me 50 last time. So let me know in your next comment if you want it all back or just the donation today. So, yeah. Okay, Oz, tell me if you want it all back or just the donation from today, because I will put it in, I will try to work out how to return it. Oz, I don't check who sent what. I've just seen a total of what's been sent. So I know I've received, I think, 22 or 23 donations. So I have to look on the list to see who sent what and how I go about returning that. So I haven't shamed you, Oz. All I said is that AP said something nice about me today, and I was just reflecting on that. But if you take issue with that, Oz, I understand. I'm not going to get into an argument with you. That's that. So, okay. No worries, Oz. I've already received threats from Capio, so I'll just add that onto the list. I don't fear anyone. I only fear God and Buddha. Okay. But thank you. I'll return all the donations as soon as I can. And on that note, we'll end the stream. And I'm going to go relax and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.